Leicester, everybody expected you to finish the job off that day. You did it. The celebrations at the end were unbelievable. I remember you singing on the camera, live on Sky. Was that something as well?
Because, well, I mean, it's cannot describe the feeling, to be honest, because it's a feeling where you have to experience it for yourself. It's hard to explain, because those moments is just like, it's just miraculous moments, because no one expected us to anyways. When you look at the likes of the teams that got demoted, relegated from the Premiership, and most of the time they expect them to go straight back up. You know, and likewise, when we get promoted, many teams expect us to go down as well. We managed to, you know, outdo them in those two sense, you know, and it's just a remarkable, unbelievable, magical moment. The feeling of euphoria is just extreme, unreal. I think it lasts for about 2 weeks, because our managed. I remember we went to Zen and it was just pandemonium. It was just because Stoke is a sleeping giant, really. Look at the support they get now. Week in, week out, the stadium is full for the last, 6, 7 years been in the Premiership? Or 6 years been in the Premiership? Been full. Even the Championship games were pretty much full. You know, you got fans from all over, really. And that's it's a joy for them to come and see their team and support their team in the Premiership. But it was an unbelievable moment.
In terms of personal achievements and ambitions that you've lived to achieve, that must rank up there as one of the very, very best, because you got 15 goals, so you made a massive impact that season.
Yes, and maybe about 15 other assists as well, penalties and all sorts. But yeah, it was definitely one of my best moments especially in my professional career. Otherwise, so I'm being an international player as well. I've had other achievements in that, scoring against Mexico, you know, winning in Central America for the first time, you know, and so forth, qualify for the Gold Cup in certain situations, you know, playing certain teams, playing against Brazil. But yeah, definitely, professional career, it's definitely ranked amongst the best. I mean, I've never had a taste of promotion before. I've had a situation where I've been bought from Preston to Portsmouth, underneath I read Nap, obviously, but I've never actually do the work. And when you, as you say, if it wasn't for joy, wouldn't be so sweet if it wasn't for sadness. So that hard work that, you know, we toiled and we hustled and we struggled and we overcome. At the end, when we all achieve what we set out to achieve, it was just so much sweeter.
What was a greater achievement then, winning promotion or staying up that first year? Because Paddy Power paid out after that first game at Bolton, didn't they, if you remember? Yeah. They paid out on the club to be relegated, and I don't think anybody said that Stoke could stay up that season, apart from yourselves.
That's true. Well, it's definitely getting promoted, because if we didn't get promoted, we wouldn't have been there. So it's definitely getting promotion. Staying there, as you say, it's hard to get to the top. It's even harder to stay there. Of course it was hard. It's never going to be easy, as nothing in life is easy, especially for myself. I know it. But it's one of them where we definitely had to get there first, because if not being there, we wouldn't have a chance to stay up, didn't we? So I would definitely stay getting promoted.
And you did it in a way that I don't think many people were familiar with Tony Pulis' style. Obviously, we had you as the creative focal point at the top. You produced moments of magic like against Aston Villa and like you did against West Ham. Was it easy for you to play in that sort of setup?
Yes, it's very easy. As I said before, I'm a 6 foot tall player, guy, bloke, whatever you want to say. But at the same time, I'm good with my feet. I could do stuff with the ball that many people don't understand. Some people call it lucky, some people say it's magic. But I know that's just me. That's who I am. That's why I've done it time and time again. And when they've got players who can work, it's like a division of labor. Everybody does their part of the job to create that product. As you say, Mama CDB is that donkey, that horse that works so hard and unfairly sometimes didn't get the respect that he deserve. But he does so much work for myself, for the team. Then we have the back four, which is height, solid, great headers at the ball, aggression. Then we have a midfield of Liam Lawrence who can create situation from dead ball, who can take dead ball situation, who can take penalties, Danny Higginbottom. So we had a complete team. We had Rory Delap with the long throws. We had our own style of play, which now every team is doing it. Even team in Spain is throwing the ball long into the box. Even Real Madrid does it. Unbelievable. And they were slagging us off for the style that Tony Pulis started created with Rory Delap good at doing that. So as a team, we were very much rounded, and I think that was our success. Everybody had their part to play, and we played it very well.
And all the criticism.
As basic as it may be, and some people may call it, we played it very well.
And for all the criticism you got, do you feel that you didn't get enough credit at that time? Because you were beating Arsenal, you were beating Manchester City, and everybody was talking about, oh, let alone Stoke have bullied Arsenal, they've bullied Manchester City. They weren't talking about you, your creativity.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I still feel I don't get the credit I deserve, even up to this day, in many ways than one. Of course, the Stoke fans love them to bits, 120%. No doubt about that. They've given me the respect I due, and I thoroughly understand and respect that, and likewise I give my love back. But I mean, the wider echelons of football, or whatever you want to call it, I think they haven't given me the respect I've due. With all the goals and the sort of goals I scored, there always seems to be always saying, oh, the this and the negative things and everything. But I've done so much more good. And I've done so much stuff that if other players have done them, Bergkamp said it himself, Paul Mercer said it on TV, other players have done some things that I've done, they would still be talking about it today.
Do you think that was just because you were at Stoke? Do you think that's because you were playing at Stoke at that time?
I think that was one of it, and I just think that certain people just don't like certain people's style. At the end of the day, everybody's different. Everybody's got their own style. Cristiano Ronaldo's got his own style. Pele, Maradona's got their own style. Messi's got his own style. Everybody's got their own style, and that's what makes you you, and that's what makes me me. And you know, I'm happy with who I was and who I am, and I know who I am as well. And I just try to do every time I go on the pitch, try to do the best I can, in my way, in my style, the way I believe football should be played, the way I know it to play. And I'll do anything to get by a defender. I'll do anything to try and score and try and win. Sometimes you may call it magic, as I say. Sometimes some people may call it lucky, but I still managed to pull it off. But it's just the way it is, and half of it, yeah, definitely from when you're playing at a team like Stoke, because they say, oh, we're a long ball team, we are aggression, we have no quality of such, we good at set plays, we are too aggressive, you know, we bully people, but at the same time, we still manage to score. Referees on the park, so if we're bullying people, it's not illegal, you know. So, but it's just the way it is. It's just football, and it's just the way people see football when you're playing at certain teams, and it's never going to change. But we did achieve a lot of stuff. That's the main thing.
I know people say, footballers who I've spoken to say, at the time they don't take any notice to all of that criticism from the media, but does it get to you at times? Do you sit there and think, what are they on about? Does that drive you on?
To be fair, really and truly, a big percentage of it didn't really get to us. Personally, for me as well, it didn't, during my time at Stoke. Sometimes it does. Like I remember, it's one game, especially it did, the FA Cup semi-final when we played Bolton, and every paper was saying, oh, we're going to get killed. All the pundits were saying, oh, we're going to get this, we're going to get that. And I mean, Pulis brought it up in the meeting. I think he brought in the paper and what the manager was saying, Owen Coyle and all the players were saying, and all the pundits were saying. Everybody was against us. Everybody was saying we would be killed. And I remember the manager asked me to speak to the team, because I think he was sort of feeling the pressure as well. But me being me, I feel the pressure, but when the whistle goes, everything goes. I don't care. I just do what I can do and do the best I can. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I remember the manager came to me and said, Rick, you have to speak to the team for me. Tell me you will. And I said, Gaff, I don't like speaking to the team. You know me, I like to just focus on my job on my own and do what I can do. I don't like speaking before games, you know. I like to have my own space, my own time. I said, Rick, and he went down on his knees and he said, Rick, please speak to the team for me. I said, okay, now I'll do it. And I remember in Wembley changing room, I spoke to the team and I gave them the Martin Luther speech. I don't remember if you heard about it. And I mean, I could see the fire in our eyes, bro. I was on the bench, by the way. I could see the fire in the team's eyes, man. We scored about 5 that day. Yeah. We won 5-0. And I came on and I almost nicked a goal because I said, I have to be part of this history. I need a goal. And I took, what's his name on? He's at Chelsea now, Kale. I took him on and I went by him, and I think I might have taken a little bit too long to pull the trigger. And it just managed to came back, and I missed the chance. And I was like, yeah, but we managed to win that game 5-0. So or when the odds against us, when they say stuff against us in the papers or on the streets about we're a long ball team and with this and with that, we know how to win football games, and that's what matters. There's no right or wrong way to win football games, because at the end of the day, everybody's playing for 3 points. And if you lose, you get 0. If you draw, you get 1. But if you win, you get 3 points. So it doesn't matter how you win. Pretty, as you say, a ugly win is better than a pretty loss. How many times you see Arsenal play wonderful football, still manage to lose the game, wonderful football, still haven't managed to win the Premier League in 8 years or how many years. They're probably the best players of football, best team of football right now in the league. But they haven't managed to win the trophy in how many years? Chelsea won it how many times? Because, well, they know how to win football games. Sometimes you mix it up, but everybody has got their own style. And sometimes we get unfairly being slagged off about it. But at the end of the day, as I said, we have achieved a lot with it. And we have achieved, and much more than what they think, we have a lot of quality in that team. I'm telling you, and we did show it at times. Maybe not enough, as some people would like, but we show it more than enough for ourselves. And that's what gave us the achievements that we have and that I have had at Stoke for so many years. I've never been relegated then until last year at Millwall, but I've only known up and up and up at Stoke.